Well, hello. Thank you for joining me on part two. I just watched back part one, and I don't know, because I have a need to endlessly critique myself. And a couple things I noticed. One, my hair looks like straight garbage, but that's what happens when you're in quarantine. I got nowhere to be, I don't give a shit. And the other thing is, I noticed I was talking really fast, and I think it's just because I think these videos are kind of weird to do, and I enjoy doing them because I really love vegetables, and people have asked me to make more, which really surprised me. But there is a part of me that's like, you are like inflicting this on people for some reason, and this is very boring, so hurry it up, But you know what it reminds me of, actually? If anybody remembers the Love Boat, there aren't a lot of episodes of The Love Boat that stick in my memory, but one that really, really did for some reason. Jim Nabors, the guy who played Gomer Pyle, was a guest on The Love Boat, and for some reason he made friends with everybody, and he would just tell them what he ate, and everybody was so like fascinated by it. And then they thought maybe he was a murderer, and people had to like, I don't know, stay on his good side. So then more people would just pretend to be super fascinated by everything that he ate. And he just had a crowd of people around him all the time. And he'd be like, well, I had pot roast. And they're like, oh, fascinating. And then I don't think you ever find out if he was the murderer. I think at the very end, he's like, I got something to confess. And everybody's like, and he's like, I didn't have the pot roast. I had the chicken and dumplings. And I don't know, it was a really weird episode. I mean, this was a really long time ago. But anyway, that's how I feel. Just being like, hey, look at my vegetables. And I just feel like everybody's like, okay. But you didn't have to click this video, and you did. So I'm just going to assume that since you did, you want to hear about this. And if you don't, I mean, what can I do? But anyway, let's get back into it, because this is very exciting, because I have some really cool stuff in this box. This is the Milk Run order. I fucking love Milk Run and all the stuff I get from them. I got this great big beautiful bag of things, and also in the bottom, okay, oh my god, this is Vollkornbrot. This is like a German dark northern rye. Let's see what's in here. Dark northern rye, organic buckwheat, flax seeds, pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds, kosher salt, yeast, and sourdough culture. This is so fucking heavy. This is a dense, massive, gigantic bread, and my arm is breaking. I'm trying to hold it up for you. And it is so nice. It's a little bit of an acquired taste. It's like, it's assertive. So, you're gonna want to pair this with things that that work well against that really assertive flavor of the bread. Probably slice it thin. This is it's a lot of bread. This is dense ass bread. I have found that it's really, really nice with some goat cheese, which I never thought I would enjoy, but I am learning to enjoy goat cheese. I had some that had herbes de Provence that I also got from Milk Run, from a local creamery. In my fridge right now, I have a different flavor of goat cheese. I don't remember which one it is, but I'm very excited to put that on here. And then you can just like chop it with some vegetables and some greens and things, and it's just really nice like that. I also have some cream cheese and some smoked salmon that I just got from Imperfect Foods, and that's gonna be really nice. Like, I can't have bagels anymore, which like super bums me out, but I can take a thin slice of that Vollkornbrot and put some cream cheese on there, and then like some thin sliced onion, because oh god, I love onion, and cucumber, because I love cucumber, and put my smoked salmon on there. I bet the dandelion greens would be on there as well, like, because you really want some like assertive flavors for this. I have some dill in the fridge. I could throw some dill on there. I don't feel like it needs it, but I could if I wanted to get a little fancy. And just toss some good stuff on there and play around with it. See what you come up with. But I'm actually, there is no earthly way I'm gonna eat that entire loaf of Vollkornbrot, and I don't want it to go bad. And I have a weird terror of ergotism, which is like a disease that you can get when rye goes bad, which people used to get when we were living more, agrarian sort of lives. And, when the store of rye would get this specific mold on it, and then people would get super sick and they would like hallucinate. And and then I saw an episode of House one time, which I know House is not like, it's grain of salt, you know, but at the same time, you know, in this episode, this chick was like eating toast and the bread had gone off and she had hallucinations, and like, I don't want that for me. So anyway, long story, still long. I'm gonna take some of that bread and I'm just gonna put it in the freezer preemptively. Bread freezes really, really well. And that way I'm just eating, you know, a little bit at a time. I'll have, you know, like whatever I can eat within a week set aside, and then when I want more, I'll just go into the freezer and get some more. So that's how you handle having an enormous bread that only one person is going to eat. Brian won't touch this. He's not going to touch this, trust me. Okay, so into the bag. There are a couple things that I wanted that I got an email that they said they were out of, and it super bummed me out. No green garlic this week, which, I mean, this is the season for green garlic and it's a short season, so I'm really sad that I wasn't able to get that. Life goes on. I had a basil pesto that was supposed to be coming and they ran out of that as well. But maybe I'll make my own pesto. I don't have any basil right now, but you can make pesto with all kinds of things, and I have been meaning to do that and I haven't yet, so this is my opportunity. Maybe I'll make it from my dandelion greens that I just got. I could make it from kale. You can make it from any greens. You can make it from any kind of nuts. It doesn't have to be pine nuts, although I do have some. And you can make it with various cheeses and all kinds of stuff. So I'm gonna get a little, you know, creative with it. We'll see what I come up with. So what's in the bag? Oh, I forgot that I had gotten some time from the other place, but now I have more time. So much like in real life, I have too much time on my hands. I don't apologize. Okay, now I have, what's in the box? Oh my God, I forgot this was in here. I'm so excited. And it's huge and it's so pretty. Hang on, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. Oh my God. I remember thinking like, oh, it's a little bit more than I want to spend, but then I just had no conception of how much I was going to get for my money. Look at this motherfucker. Oh my God, that smells so good. Oh, I don't know if you can quite see it. It's all, yeah, the light's not great. I didn't get any better at making videos since the last time I made a video. So, you know, but this beautiful, beautiful thing is a lion's mane mushroom. And they are delicious. I'm very, very lucky that so many different types of mushrooms grow in Oregon. We have the absolute perfect climate for it. And lion's mane mushrooms are not only culinary mushrooms, but they're also medicinal. I work in a store where we sell them in pills. They're supposed to be great for, you know, brain function and things like that. I like them because they're delicious. So I was told the best way to make them is just to slice them very thin and saute them with some butter and garlic, which is, I mean, honestly, when in doubt, that's the best thing to do with everything. And they're just fucking tasty. So I have a lot of mushrooms in my home now, which I'm not sad about. So, because not only do I have that, I've got those 2 mushrooms I got from the other company, from Full Circle, and I have some shiitakes in my fridge. So I had some of those for breakfast. They were yummy. Made some eggs. I had some shiitakes in there and some asparagus and those pea shoots that I regrew, and what else? And some Gouda. So good. Oh, here's my green Mizuna. This is just another type of green. Smells so nice. Oh, that is parsley. That is some fucking bodacious parsley, though. Oh, this is one thing I really like about this company. I have not seen parsley like this big and beautiful in a while. I'm used to seeing it look like a little bit anemic, actually, which is why I mistook it for the Mizuna, which really surprises me because normally I could like spot parsley a mile away, but no, this is like a big, beautiful, like those leaves are enormous. Like this is like gorgeous parsley. This is the Mizuna. Come on, baby, you can do it. Yeah. See, it's, I mean, they're similar. I don't want to say they all look the same because they don't, but like, you know, it's not that different. But very different flavor. Almost a little bit mustardy. I think it is, Mizuna is a type of mustard greens. I never said I was an expert. I'm just an enthusiast. I just really enjoy vegetables. So I'm just passing along what I know, but like, I'm not like a botanist or anything. Like I'm not even good at gardening. Like, you know. Stella, hey. Co-host. I have microgreens, otherwise known as sprouts. These are some big, beautiful, beautiful radish microgreens. They are nice and spicy and yummy, and you can do a million things with them, and they're alive and gorgeous and really, really good. There's all kinds of sprouts. To my knowledge, I think the broccoli ones are supposed to be the best for you because there's a specific compound in broccoli sprouts that isn't in a lot of other things. That's supposed to be like really good for you, and they're studying it for, I'm not going to say what they're studying it for because I'm not going to spread bad information. They're studying it, nothing's conclusive, so I'm not gonna, whatever. But I like the flavor of radish greens. I like sharp, I like strong, I like bitey things. Yum, 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 yum. Now, it is true that you can easily sprout these yourself. I am pretty sure I've mentioned that I'm bad at growing things, and that extends to sprouts somehow. I mean, like, I want to be good at plants. I'm not good at plants. I don't know what to do with that, but I'm gonna keep working on it. I'm gonna keep trying. But in the meantime, I'm happy to pay people to make them for me. Dinosaur kale, nom 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 nom. I love the fact it's actually called lacinato kale, but I like that they call it dinosaur kale because you can just see why. It just looks like the outside of a dinosaur. It's like, that stuff is yummy. I went to a cafe in Medford, Oregon. Excuse me. When my mom and I were passing through this place, if you're ever down in Medford, for some reason, the one good thing to see there is this place called Butter Cloud Bakery, and it was like, it was fantastic. Not only do they make all their own stuff, because I mean, obviously they're a bakery, but it's the only place I've ever seen that had things like, they had a breakfast salad on the menu. And I mean, when I tell you how excited I was, like, I cannot overstate that. And it had the dinosaur kale, and it had, I think, some peppers, and it had something else, and it had avocado and all kinds of stuff, and then they just plop an egg on top, and I was just like so excited. I got that, and my mom got these roasted vegetables with an egg on top, and I was just like, this is how it should be, and I was so excited. And so I've never been to Medford, Oregon again, but if I ever go, I'm gonna hit that place up. So one of these days I'm gonna try and recreate that. I do make a lot of vegetables with an egg on top, but I haven't tried to make that specific dish. I've got exciting things coming, but I'm gonna skip those till closer to the end. Look at this beautiful fucking red gem lettuce. Look at that gorgeous color. Look how beautiful that is. Like, this is really the thing. Like, you know, going to the farmer's market is not just about being pretentious and stuff. It's about, like, you go to the grocery store and it's the same boring shit over and over and over again, and you can get it into your head that vegetables are boring, and they're not. Vegetables are incredible, and the variety is unbelievable. Like, I didn't know till I moved to Oregon just how much variety there is. And like, if all you've ever seen is iceberg lettuce or something like that, and then you see something like this motherfucker right here, like, oh my God, it just opens your whole world up. And this, I made a salad out of this last time I got it, and it was just like, I added a bunch of stuff to it, but I really wanted this to be the star because this is gorgeous. It's just gorgeous. It's delicious. You owe it to yourself to try it. It's so delicious that I got 2 of them. Like, it's like, It's like a little flower in my hair. Yeah, little flower. Yeah. But it doesn't smell like anything, just smells like lettuce, but I enjoy putting my face in produce. I'm pretty sure we went over that last time. Oh, that's so cool. I have never had this before. This is Rob. I don't know what kind of Rob it is. Rob, to my understanding, and please remember, I'm not a botanist or an expert in anything, but Rob is like I don't know if it's a mature version of something or just an actual version of something, but it's generally of cruciferous vegetables, I think. So there's broccoli Rob, but there's also collard Rob, which this might be. I don't know. And it's got flowers, which is pretty cool. Yeah, so this is really exciting. I have never had Rob before, and I'm really excited to try that. I think generally you would braise that, but you can also do a million other things with it. I also got big, beautiful radishes. Nom, 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 nom. Radishes, nice and bitey, nice and sharp. You can put that in your salads. You can put that in everything. You do a million things with it. I love radishes because they're twofer. There's a lot of vegetables that are twofers that people don't think are twofers. But what I mean by that is you can eat the roots and you can eat the leaves. You can eat them together, you can eat them separately, you can do whatever. Snap, I might make a pesto out of the radish leaves. Radish leaves are like little bitey, and that would be really interesting. I might do radish with like radish leaves with almonds, because almonds are like they just kind of they mellow things out a little bit. I find almonds to be sort of I don't know, a much mellower flavor. So if you put them with something stronger, it's just gonna balance it. I don't know. I don't have a great description for that, but okay, last two things, and then I'll let you go because this is a long video. Do you remember I got scapes before, and I was so excited about these scapes? Well, they had two types of scapes this time. So they had my leek scapes, which I got before, and again, it's like your scepter, or you're the queen of vegetable land, or like the little houses. These ones are really, really cool. They're thick and they're solid. So I don't know if that's really apparent just from looking at it like this, but these things are solid all the way through, very substantial. What I've found that I could do with these that I really like is sort of cutting them, I guess you would say almost like matchstick. I don't know if I'd really, like, just sort of quarter them and then cut them into smaller pieces, so that they match the size of my asparagus, and cook them together. And then you've got things that look the same, but you don't know which one you're gonna get when you put it in your mouth, and it's very exciting. So these are super, super yummy. I remember when I got these before in the video, and I was trying so hard to describe what these are, and I was like, it's a flower bud. I don't know why I couldn't think of that word until after I turned the camera off, but that's how it goes. But yeah, these are the immature flower buds. So, remember I said that all alliums do that? Well, these are onion scapes. See these little flower buds right up here? Eventually, those would also, you know, get bigger and bloom, and you'd have the big puffball, you know, queen's hats kind of flowers. But these ones, on the other hand, are hollow. So they're not solid like the leek scapes. I have never had onion scapes before. I've had garlic scapes, which are phenomenal. And those ones are the longer ones and curly Q. And I've had the leek scapes now, and now I'm gonna have onion scapes. And I'm very excited to do that. So those just go in everything. Anything you're making, throw those in there, you're good. They go with everything. And that's the end of my bag. I don't have any green garlic to show off, which makes me sad. And I don't have any pesto, but I will have pesto soon. So, you know, it's good that I didn't get the pesto that I ordered, because I'm going to save some money, use the stuff that I've got, because I've certainly got a supply of vegetables now, and it's mostly just me eating it. So whatever I can do to extend the life of all of this stuff so that none of it goes bad, I should be doing that. So that includes pesto, which is freezable. So maybe I'll do a video on that when I figure out how to do a hands-free video or something. I don't know. Anyway, thank you for watching. Eat some vegetables, try something different, have a good time, stay safe, wash your hands. Okay, bye.